What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Auto Transport Intel. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Check, check. Welcome back to Dispatching Live. It is noon. It is Central Time. That means it's time to look at the load boards. And you know, as the year goes on, that becomes more and more important because we are leaving the heyday, high volume, easy to grab off the load board into Q3, Q4, and it gets harder. So if you are a family member of a carrier, if you're a dispatcher, if you're a auto transport business owner, there's a couple things you can do. One is do me a favor, go ahead and leave a like. Thank you so much. But more importantly, grab share below the video. Click share, click copy, grab the YouTube link, text it, email it, share it on social media, send it to a friend. I know you know somebody, whether it's you in your chair staring at the load board. You can use some information and entertainment. That's what this is. This is infotainment of load board search, which is a highly valued commodity, I promise you, because I know, because I used to be in the dispatch office. For years, I sat staring at load boards every day, all day, at night, on weekends, etc., talking about loads, dreaming about loads. And so I know what that's like. So what I want you to do is join us for 90 minutes live. We got Sue at Murphy Auto Transport Services. And also remember, you can go to autotransportintel.com, click on sign up, become an ATI insider, get on the email blast, talk to Ty. And okay, mic check. I want to make sure. So we are live. Is the stream? I think the stream. I see the stream. Okay, we're good. So, because I said that, because the live chat is just a hopping. But I know that that's how it is. Listen, if you're a busy dispatcher, you may not have time to watch this show. You're a driver, you don't have time. You're an executive, you disagree, right? You probably, there's a really good chance, that's another thing about Dispatching Live, there's a really good chance you're going to disagree with something said here. And if you do disagree, you can leave it in the comments below. You can put it in the live chat. What's going on, David? Two Bears Transportation is here. And because this is an open forum, I think it's the only real open forum about dispatching. Unfortunately, there's still plenty of information out there about dispatchers being illegal. Dispatchers are the problem. And what's neat is that we've got Sue. Sue, can you see us and hear us okay?
I can now. I lost you there for about 5 minutes.
Well, I know. Back. And hopefully you stay with us. Go ahead and share your screen when you're ready. And if we lose you, we'll bring you back. We'll go to jokes such as this show. Sue, what is going on? Sue sent me some emails. So throughout the week, and you can do it too, send me an email. If you got something crazy, you need to get it off your chest, send me the news. Send it to autotransportintel@gmail.com. Hey, what's up, Vlad? Vlad is here with us, too. Send me an email.
Two Bears is with us.
It could be a few sentences of, I can't effing believe this. Or, I love this. Or, here's a picture of me smashing my head through the window again. Whatever it is, if it has to do with dispatch. If it has to do with dispatching, auto transport, because we know, and we know this is true. I know there's opposing narratives out there that you're going to get rich, that it's easy, that you just click and then put on your gorilla suit and mow the lawn, and everything is just a cash flow of fun. But if you disagree and you know the truth, welcome to Dispatching Live. Put it in the comments below. How we doing, Sue?
Oh, we are doing. So let's look at the loads. We are up to 41,661.
All right.
Which actually is up a little bit from last week. We were at 40,774 last week. So what is that? Not much, but at least we didn't go down. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, well, it's August.
Yeah. 887. Yeah. I mean, for us to be in August and we're still at 41,000, that's pretty much incredible, to be honest. It's usually around anywhere. I've seen it as low as 13,000 in August. So, and granted, we've talked about this. This 41,000 is not legit. we know that includes all the little loads and stuff like that. And I think we looked at it last week and it was more in the 32,000 range, something like that. Plus it also includes everything. So you've got Alaska in there. You've got places that none of us are going to go. Sometimes they put Canada crap on here. You know how that goes. So I would say legitimately, probably our loads are probably more in the 25 to 30 range would be where we actually have legit loads that everybody can use and move down the street with. I will say we've talked about this. It's harder and harder, of course, to get loads. I think you just mentioned that too. And the loads for the gas prices going up, the rates are not going up. Where we were at, what was it like 2 months ago? Dollar loads were just like all over the place. We're going down more into the 50 cent a mile per car kind of crap. And it should actually be going up because the price of gas is going up. One of my drivers asked me that the other day, and I think we talked about it last week. And I said the brokers just do not care, which is the truth. They do not care. We were asking for a load today I will say, from one of my scumbag brokers that I don't talk about, tell you the name, but it was one of them. And I put on there, they had it listed. This is what kills me. This is what I've had a lot happen. They list the car for an outrageous amount of money. We call for the load and they undercut us immediately. Say, well, can you do it for less? So I've had that happen twice today alone. One of them is, of course, who I was talking about, scumbag broker. They had it listed for $1,000 out of Oklahoma going into Detroit. Okay, now it's a 3,500. You all know it should be paying $1 a mile at least. So when they asked us for 1,000, I said I'll do it for 9. That's the least I'm doing it for, because I got screwed on one of my loads.
Right. Exactly. And that's one of the things they're all counting on, that you need to fill an empty spot because you got screwed by somebody else.
Right. Well, they asked me to take it for 8. And I said, I'm not taking it for 8. I can take a Kia Forte that weighs half the weight than a 3,500 for 8. And I'm going to go take that. Well, the next thing you know, guess what? It disappeared off of Central because there's 5 other people have it listed for $600 on there. So I said all along, it probably wasn't a legit load. They were just acting like they had the load. They didn't. And that's typical. We also had another load. I can't remember who the broker was, but they had it listed for like $800. And oh no, that was the one that was up. Oh, it was in Iowa going to Atlanta. They had it listed for 1,000. And it was a F-150 or something like that. Nothing huge. And they asked what was the cheapest we'd do it for. So we told him $950.
What kind of question is that? What's the cheapest you'll do it for?
Yes. Yep.
I'm going to try that at the grocery store next time. I want some milk, but will you take a quarter? I don't know why you wouldn't. What's wrong with you?
It drives me nuts. I know. I mean, why? Don't list the damn car, okay? Just don't do it. It just irritates the crap out of me. I'm sure it irritates everybody, because if you're going to list a car and you list it for that price, we're all expecting to get that price. And when they do this, now don't get me wrong, I usually know the brokers that are going to do this. So I'm already expecting the stupid shit to come out of their mouth. But it still doesn't make it any better.
That sounds like profiling.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you want to say there's certain brokers that do that stuff, yeah, I'm going to profile.
Well, this is why you cannot apply politically correct terms to auto transport. If you do, you are going out of business.
Yeah, because it's not the same. So, but anyways, needless to say, that's what we've been dealing with. That's kind of the normal thing. I'm sure everybody that does this has seen it, been there, done it, that kind of thing. And so I think it gets worse as the loads come down, or shall we say, if not even the loads come down, the loads prices go down. And, these are loads in weird places. They should be paying appropriately, or if they're big vehicles, they should be paying appropriately. They still don't. We know how this works. Nobody cares. Only we care.
Oh,
and we can only do so much.
I don't know why we spend all this energy, but I think the live chat really... Look, Dave, are you seeing this? The live chat is happening. This is why I say, if you know an executive, because I know executives, they don't see it the same way. They're like, why not dispatch it? Why not move it? Why not take it for less?
Yeah.
You know an executive that doesn't get it? Grab the YouTube link right below the video. Click share, click copy, grab that YouTube link. I know executives that need to watch this show, but if I send it,
Yes.
then it doesn't have the same power as if, like, I don't know, the favored cousin sends it or whatever. I know how this works.
Yes.
The favored cousin. It's
guys
almost
see the new
meme
search
time,
screen?
but please keep going. You're on fire. Sue's on fire.
Well, it's a okay. So Hellcat Izzy said, "What do you guys think of the new search screen?" And then also, I don't know how you pronounce his name. Alejo
Yeah.
also hates the new CD design.
Right.
Okay, so if you all hate it, send them emails. Tell them what your complaint is.
Where?
If you want a list of complaints, I've got them. Send me an email. I'll send it back to you, and you can copy it and print it and send it to them.
Okay, so wait.
They're not going to change it.
Before you go on,
go ahead.
Where do you send emails? Because this is like call your congressman and
Murphy.
Like, okay, what's the Murphy, right?
Okay, well if you go on to Central Dispatch, let's just show you where you send them.
Email Central Dispatch.
Let's see. I think it's contact us or resources. Here it is. So go to resources, go to contact us.
Okay.
Don't just say it sucks. Give them reasons.
Oh no, Ty just posted that he loves Central Dispatch. Game over.
Ty, we know you're lying.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So look, this is what I would go to is go other trouble using centraldispatch.com or suggestions for centraldispatch.com.
Okay,
but be nice.
Suggestions for Central Dispatch.
Yes.
Yeah,
I like then tell
that,
them in there why you don't like it.
This is so wonderful. Oh, but there's no email address. It's a form?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So go in there. Yeah, this is the form.
I hate that when you can't contact people. Representative, because I'm going to freak out. Press 5 if you're going to freak out. 5.
Yeah. Yeah. So just go in here, send them your questions, comments, and send them in there and tell them why you don't like it, what you want fixed. The only way this is going to change is if people sit there and send out these messages, because that's the only way it's going to happen. They changed some of the stuff for me, but they're not going to do it until more people complain. So just do it.
How many people
like
need to complain?
Everybody do it. It'll eventually happen.
Do we have any idea how many people need to complain before any? I mean, is it like 1,000?
No.
Is it like we need 10,000 signatures? Do we know?
Well, and also if you look, when you go to your normal Central Dispatch page, let me go in here for
right. Hellcat's like they ask you every time you go back to the old search.
Yes. Do it there too. Do it there too. Send that thing in because it says, why don't you like the old new search engine? I always put in there, I just copy and paste what I don't like and I send it to them every single time. So either one of them, do that. That's the only way it's going to change anything. That's how I got it changed when they started upping the prices 10 years ago.
Doesn't it just go in the round file? Come on. Everybody loves the round file. The trash can?
It could, but I think the more people that complain and say stuff about this, the more response we're going to get. That's what I had. I mean, back 10 years ago when Central went from paying $59 to $100 and some dollars, I sent out a massive email to every broker transporter that I knew on Central Dispatch and told everybody to complain. And guess what? It worked. We got the prices down. It only lasted for a year or two. Then they went back up, but still it saved us money for a little bit of time.
Man, it's coming in. Actually, can somebody please just send the link for this? Here's how you make it easy. Send the link of this show. Click share, click copy, grab that YouTube link, and send it to Central Dispatch.
Yeah.
We'll save a whole lot of time. We got the live chat right here. Bill Nickel, Hellcat Izzy, Alejo. I mean, it goes on and on. Does anybody... Here's the question. We can save a lot of time. Does anybody prefer the new search?
Yeah, that's what they should really be asking. And why did you change
anybody actually prefer the new Central Dispatch search for vehicles screen? Anybody?
Really? Hey, did you read this, Brendan? This one he wrote on here, 2 vehicles stolen from me in the last 1 month.
I saw that.
2
what is he talking
Mercedes-Benz.
about? Is he saying
I'm not
physically
sure.
stolen,
Are
or
you
is he
a broker?
talking about? See, 2 vehicles stolen from me in the last month. And then he lists companies. Is he saying loads? I think he's talking about loads. I think he's talking about dispatches. Right? Because how's...
Well, I think I'm wondering who's Freeman is. I know Philly Hauling is a transporter.
No one here likes it. Oh my gosh. And dear Central Dispatch, I am not enjoying the... Well, the purpose of this is not for me to enjoy the fact that nobody likes the new search. The purpose is to share information that nobody likes the new search. And nobody likes it. Oh, here we go. Brendan. Oh, thanks, Brendan. Brendan's ringing the cowbell. Nothing gets attention like a super chat. Here we go. Do not dispatch to Freeman and Associates or Philly Hauling. This is what Brendan says. Stealing vehicles, joyriding, etc. This has been happening a lot this year. Can the customer sue me, the broker, even though the carrier stole? Wow. So...
Okay. Here's the question I think he's saying, or this is what I think he's saying. Wow. He went to go pick up a vehicle and somebody else picked it up instead of him. Is that what I'm understanding?
Or Brendan is a broker and dispatched to carriers that then did this with the vehicles he brokered.
That could be. Let me go.
Yeah, can a customer sue me, the broker, even though the carrier stole it? Wow. Well, this is an interesting question, Brendan, because this gets into a... Well, now, if you were a freight forwarder and you took custody, I think you'd have a higher liability. As a broker, and that you never took physical custody of the vehicles, but rather arranged for transport on behalf of a shipper, and then you dispatched to the carrier. Probably, I'm going to guess, if I put my lawyer hat on, I'm going to guess, I'm speculating that if you can prove, the burden of proof will be on you to prove that the carrier did that. But if you dispatch the vehicles, the carrier picked it up, and the vehicles were never delivered, I think you're on the breadcrumb trail of proving just that. It's a guess.
Well, I looked up Philly Hauling. Philly Hauling is a carrier. Cannot find Freeman and Associates. So, we may need some more information. Let's see. Okay, no, I dispatched to a carrier. Oh, okay. And a different carrier picked it up, Brendan? Is that what you're saying? That's what I guess we need to know.
Well, and truth is, there's only so much that I want to know live, right? But I mean, I read Brendan's super chat as it was, and I don't have any personal information, therefore probably no culpability, admittance, or other legal waiver fun. I know how this works, man. I have been around the block of rodeos. Okay? Hellcat Izzy's like, there goes my insurance again. Brendan, I dispatched to a carrier. I own Goliath Auto Transport. I'm a broker. Right. Well, and Brendan, I'll tell you what. Here's what I called
for you, Goliath.
I want to know more about this. Why do I say these things? I'm curious. And keep us posted.
I'm curious too.
Yeah, this is fascinating.
Yeah, let us know if they took the car out, like they just showed up and picked up the car, or
and he
they
said
listed it, or what's going on.
Wow, he is he is putting all the chips on the table.
No, not a different.
The carriers he said picked him up. I mean, it's wow. Whew. This thing is heating up. Did I say we were going to have fun today? Holy cow.
We are. We haven't even gotten to my stories yet.
I mean, this is... Yeah, we haven't even gotten... We're not even at Bitchin Camaro.
No, we're not.
Oh, finally, Central took Freeman down. They had 16 negatives along with mine for damage. Oh, wow. So now we know how many negatives it takes to get down. How about that? Sue, you just learned how many negatives they need. Not to mention, wouldn't it be great if you could get one to stick? tell us your negative story. Let's hear this. Let's hear this.
Did you
I should
take the
have.
picture where you can show
Yeah,
everybody?
I should have the.
And then
Let's
we'll talk
see.
about that.
Yeah, let's bring that up. I gotta find. I got so many folders open here. Oh, geez, where'd that go? We're talking about. Oh, negative rating dispute. Okay, let me share my screen. Yes. And there we go. Oh, I'm taking the screen. Okay. There we go. Soup. Oh.
Okay. So
Wow.
I had a transporter that did a load for this company, and this company's been around for a long time, and I think they've been doing this same crap for a long time. And I think I talked about the same company like a month ago. So this load was supposed to be paid a quick pay. It took a month and a half to get paid. We called every single day asking where this money is. And every day it was like, oh, we mailed out the check on this day. Oh, we mailed the check out on this day. And I finally said, I've had enough. Give them a negative. We're not taking it off even after they pay. I can provide proof. So I provided proof. I gave them a copy of the ACH that was made on August 13th. And I gave them the load sheet that said we were supposed to be paid quick pay. And we dropped the car, I think, June 26th. And they said that I did not provide enough proof to keep the negative rating. This is why ratings mean nothing. They mean nothing. So I was on a rant that day because this really pissed me off. Just so everybody knows.
Keep going.
This is why, how can a transporters honestly know if they're going to get paid if Central Dispatch is going to take off a legitimate negative for non-payment? You guys are going to go haul for this company because they have so many ratings and no negatives, but I think this company does this every single time. And most people aren't going to give them a negative. They're just going to get paid and move on. But then you're going to get negatives, and obviously it doesn't matter because they're taking it off anyways. So what's the point? What does a negative mean? It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing unless you're a transporter. Now, if you're a transporter and have a negative, they're not going to give you a car. But this guy can go around and give cars to people left and right, never pay them on time, and never get a negative. So explain that to me. The ratings don't mean anything at all.
I'm gonna
for
do
a broker.
Yeah, I agree with you. I've been down this road, so I'm gonna do some follow up. Okay, so the broker, you represent a carrier, right? And again, you're a dispatcher working for a carrier, right?
Right.
Okay. And the carrier got the dispatch from the broker that we see on the screen, right?
Right.
Carrier got the dispatch. Carrier picked up and delivered the vehicle?
Yes.
But broker didn't pay.
When they were supposed to.
Uh-huh.
But broker didn't pay.
And you sent proof of non-payment, and Central Dispatch said...
I sent proof of payment as of August 13th.
Ah, how late was the payment?
And it was a month and a half. We did it on 6/26, and it was a quick pay, which, as everybody knows, quick pay is 2 days.
Okay, there we go. It was a quick pay. It took 45 days to get paid. I don't think you can argue the fax was broken, the cat was in the fax, the dog was in the cat in the fax, or whatever crap accounting wants to come up with, right?
Right.
And how do I know this so well? Because I've dealt with the same crap. Okay.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. So it's clearly late. What was the title of the negative you were trying to give?
Oh, non-payment. Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to change it to.
We got the wrong words.
That's probably what they're going to do.
Non-payment.
Yep. Should have put it as, well, he hadn't been paid when I gave him the negative. He got paid after we gave him the negative.
Okay. So the loophole is...
So now I need to go change it as a late payment negative instead. Then they may let it stick.
But then they're going to...
That's probably what it is.
You know what? Then they're probably going to say, well, we already adjudicated and court is adjourned and let's go get lunch.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to change it to a late payment right now and see if we can't get it done. But here's also the other thing everybody needs to know. After 30 days, Central Dispatch won't do anything. Guess what? We're 45 days. So that's probably the other reason why they pulled it off, just now that I'm thinking about it. You have to do it within 30 days.
There's more loopholes.
Which is also stupid. Yes.
More loopholes in the negative rating system than the tax code.
Yes. Yes. And I talked to them about this when we were talking about ratings, and I explained to them that if you have a 30-day pay, how are we supposed to give them a negative when they pay us 45 days or 60 days later? Because we already agreed to a 30-day pay, and you cut us off at 30 days. So they said they were going to do something about it. Nothing's been done about it.
I think the retort would be, why are you effing with our customers?
Well, but we're a customer too. It's not just brokers that are customers.
Yeah, but you're
transporters
a carrier.
Are customers too.
Oh, come on. Well, get out of here. And you're not even the carrier. You're a dispatcher. You're illegal.
Well, you know, that's the funny part. Central does not care about dispatchers. They obviously do not care about transporters listing cars either. So there we go.
Newsflash, nobody cares about dispatchers.
Well, there you go.
Nobody.
Very true. Very true.
Brendan says he freaking loves us. Thank you, Brendan.
Thank you.
We would like to think that our anger has some upside. Because it ain't the dispatch.
Yeah, true.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because this company don't care.
Oh,
Central don't care.
Nobody cares. This is a perfect time to bring up welcome to Auto Transport. It's Lucha Libre. Just put on a mask and jump right in. Because anything goes. Will you get paid? I don't know. Will you get the dispatch?
Yeah.
Who has any idea? Just jump right in.
No.
Don't even worry about tagging the other guy. Just get in there, grab a chair, grab anybody. Just do whatever you want. It's Auto Transport. This is a short transit time or cheapest freight.
Specialty.
Clients. It's a good one. Hey, and don't forget, we spray champagne over the cubicles every time we post another actual pickup, actual delivery. This is Auto Transport. Broker, why are you late for delivery? That's hilarious. Have you seen this one?
ELD? That's
oh my
great.
God, that's funny. Oh man, that's a great meme.
Oh, can we show them? Did you do something to the one that I got from the broker who was refusing to pay us because we broke down?
Let's see. Let's go. Oh, well, I got a couple more things. Here we go.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
And by the way, I'm gonna say this. Okay. For everybody on LinkedIn posting like be yourself and have courage and all this stuff. Yeah, because you can't say anything real now. If you do corporate, their faces melt in corporate if you say anything that actually relates to business. Which is why on Dispatching Live, I'm just, you know what? See, I can't even get past it. I got to run it by corporate. Okay, so here's another one. This is really interesting. Is this real?
Don't know.
What the heck is this?
That's kind of crazy if it is.
Right? I'm really confused.
Well, can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Who wants to steal a minivan anyway?
Right. Oh my God. That is so funny.
I need it for me and my 5 kids.
I think Brendan's like, where do I buy this stuff at? I'm losing cars. I made this today.
That's good too.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
My question is, will some people hate me for this? I don't know. I honestly don't, because we live in the craziest world right now. I just think it's funny.
Well, I think it's funny, and I'm a dispatcher, so I don't know.
Let's see here. Okay, this is interesting. This leads into the next thing.
Oh, another vehicle.
Oh, she's doing business. I mean, because
No,
Sue is in a busy dispatch office, and she's the office manager. She's got dispatchers, and there's loads and phones and craziness. I think you sent me this,
strippers.
Sue.
Okay, no, joking.
Nightly closures at
Yes, I
Mannheim
did.
starting September 1st. Do you know what this is?
Yep. They sent this out because now I'm assuming they used to be 24/7 for delivery, and I think they've changed that. So I think that's what this is about, is you can't deliver after 10 anymore. I thought a lot of this had already changed when COVID hit. So I was kind of confused as to why I saw this come out. Because I thought it was still only 6 to 10 no matter what you did. And a lot of them are even not even 6 to 10 now. I mean, Nashville, as far as I know, is only till 7. Dallas, I think, is only open till 9. So this doesn't, like, I don't know how accurate this is. Well, I don't see Dallas on there.
What's the overall, like, why? I mean, this is like a lot of Mannheims. Do we know why? Like, why change? What's going? Is it? See, it says this is being.
Why
Okay,
are they putting it out?
This is being done to keep the auction lot secured and safe during these times. Let's go to the next one then. Stolen truck. Do you see this?
I think it dropped Tuesday, Jim. Yeah,
This
yeah,
truck
the one I
was
sent
stolen.
to you. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Where was it stolen from, Sue?
Orlando, Florida, which I've had happen to one of my trucks too. There, in Orlando,
it seems
by the
to
way.
happen all the time.
Yeah.
Right? I
Yeah.
mean, are we going
this
to see
is Jacksonville, but it says last pinged in Orlando. Sorry.
Well, it seems like we're going to see a
Oh.
billboard in Orlando. If you're driving a car hauler, do not stop. I guess. I mean, I don't know. It happens all the time. What is going on?
Yeah.
And
Well,
like,
I mean,
can we not talk about it? Is this politically incorrect to talk about stolen vehicles happening in the same area over? I don't know. Did I just break it? Am I canceled?
No, I mean, I had one just like that. I mean, in Orlando, he was parked in the parking lot because he lived in Lakeland, Florida, and he always parked his truck and trailer in the parking lot of Orlando Mannheim. It was stolen with all the cars on it. We found it over in Tampa, completely stripped. And then on top of it, the assholes put rocks in the motor to ruin the motor as well.
Wow. So what did they get out of it? Why?
It happens.
What was the what did they do? Take the cars?
I don't know. Well, they stole the cars off of it.
Okay,
they took the cars off of it and
they
stole
just
the
wanted
cars.
the cars. Can't they just rob cars out of the parking lot?
Yeah, wouldn't that be easier?
Right.
I mean,
and what's with the rocks in the motor? What? Wow. Are you?
Yeah. Why would you deliberately damage
probably the
motor?
stinking dispatcher?
I don't get it.
It was the dispatcher.
The dispatcher told me to do it.
They did leave. Right, exactly. The dispatcher. There is phone number and information. Masney's offering a $5,000 finder's fee. I hope they find it. I hope it's not damaged. My gosh. As if life isn't hard enough.
Yes. I agree.
Oh, crap. Go ahead and take the screen back.
Okay.
Let's see here. Oh, check. Plus my audio's changing. Of course. Mic, check. All right. So... let's do Bitchin Camaro. Why in the world is this Bitchin Camaro Part 2?
Okay, so if you were watching the show last week, I had a situation where this Camaro was listed twice. One of them was for the broker. One of them was a transporter listing the same vehicle that had taken it off of their load board and then listed it on Central instead. And then they gave me the load. Then, as my driver's about to pick it up, they call me, the broker does, and calls me and says, I'm sorry, we're canceling this load. And we're letting the other transporter pick it up, which what I would assume would be the guy that listed it on Central. Why in the world would you let them do that? So another broker, I listed the same car on Central. Guess who picked it up? That would be me. And I sent my driver to go get it. And we picked it up. And so I'm still waiting for the phone call to say, why did you pick up this car? But I haven't received one yet. So needless to say, somebody's probably missing. I mean, they went to the right place, don't get me wrong. But somebody in the big broker that originally had it, that was through them with their auction receipt, shall we say, is probably wondering what happened to their car. But at the time I took it, we moved on. Let's just put it that way.
So, are you okay? Are you saying there were multiple brokers?
Mm-hmm.
You went through a lot of trouble to get this Camaro, and it was an in-up, wasn't it?
No, it actually ran and drove.
Oh, ran and drove.
The transporter who had taken it from the broker and listed it as an in-up, but it really was not. It was a run and drive.
How does a run and drive get accidentally listed as an in-op?
Because that was the transporter listing it that way, and he didn't know what the hell he was doing. I don't know. I have no clue.
What's this button?
Why
oh, in-op? Oh, dang it. By the way, that impression is canceled. Hellcat Izzy says, you guys need to deal like my company, Mr. Hauler Inc. 5-star service. Thank you, Hellcat Izzy. We do appreciate it. That's awesome. Now, you guys need to deal like my company, Mr. Hauler Inc. 5-star service. Why did I read it again?
Sweet.
I just read it again. Hey, are we looking for cars today or what?
I don't know. Maybe we should. Let's look. Hey, we always looked at our weird places like California and Florida because it was running so high. Let's go look at them and see how bad they've gotten.
Yeah.
Let's start in Los Angeles here.
By the way, you'll notice that Sue is still using the old search.
And it will stay that way until they make me do something different. Okay. There's just too many steps and clicking here and clicking there. It makes no sense to me why we have to click 5 places to look at loads. They still can't make me understand that. All right. So let's put a minimum pay of $300, and let's do, what do you think? 70 cents a mile or higher or lower? What are you thinking?
Well, where are you searching at? Florida? Anywhere.
I'm doing LA first.
Oh, LA?
We're gonna do LA first.
Well, if you like low numbers of results, 70 cents sounds great.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Let's stay. Start with 70 cents.
Did he just...
And I'm going to all. So let's see. I mean, we were having, wow, that came up as $4.96.
A what?
I'm impressed. Yeah, let's go down and see what's on here.
Wow.
Well, there's a 5-pack on here right now.
Although
for $1.09 a mile.
I would hate to see the backhaul on some of that stuff. Because
well,
you do make more money going west
Lake
to
Havasu.
east. Yeah. When you go back to the west, that distance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Lake
Havasu. It's always
Havasu.
one way or the other.
Lake Havasu is an interesting. There's a lot of vehicles. That I don't
go there. I don't think there's a lot that come out.
That's the problem. I don't remember ever sending a driver there, but you see it all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
You could go there and party. Because it's a great place to party.
This is a one-way deal. When you get there, sell the business, buy a boat. I'll see you on the lake.
So there's still some stuff on here going, it looks like, to Phoenix that are, I mean,
that's
this
good.
Is Copart.
500? Okay, wait, Santa Paula?
Yeah.
Where's Santa Paula, though? Is that wine country? Oh, man, we'll never get that thing picked up.
Northwest of Los Angeles.
I don't know
that
where.
That would probably be a problem.
Man, I know California, and I don't know Santa Paula. I don't know where that is.
This is going to be out in BFE. I'll
like,
put it in here, 930.
It's probably right behind the Hearst Castle. Up in the hills. It'll take you a day to find it.
It is 70 miles from LA. It
So,
is not
right,
where
why do
most
we
drivers
bother?
would
Why
want
do
to
we
go.
look at where the car actually is? Why don't we just click it and book it, right? Just click it and book it. Why do we look, Sue?
We look because we don't want to go out of the way. And um, the new look,
Right.
the new look
They're
doesn't
like,
provide us with these
just
details.
click it and book it. Look, is that
Yeah.
Santa Paula?
Yeah,
See,
that's Santa Paula.
okay, so it's kind of, I was pretty close. I mean, that's really, man. Let's zoom in on Santa Paula,
Let's see here.
dude.
Well, there you go.
That will take you. Okay, number one, just to get up there on the highway is going to take an extra couple hours. It's going to take another hour to find your car in the hills in California. Where that's not anywhere near. Okay, well, 150, I guess, is anyways. Yeah, this will take forever. And what's it like? What are the twists, the turns, and the trees like? God knows.
Exactly. Yeah.
What's it paying?
Well, that's why nobody likes to do this area either.
Yeah,
They don't
no.
like to do Oxnard or Camarillo or Thousand Oaks because of all of this.
That's why if it's a corporate relo, pay the extra money, have a flatbed go get it, and bring it to a city.
Yeah, bring it into Riverside or Pasadena or anything
Even
like that.
Ventura, you could take it to Ventura.
Yeah.
You could take it to
Yeah.
take it to Buckhorn. I bet you Buckhorn is easier to pick up than Santa Paula.
Well, because I know even if it was in Santa Clarita, nobody goes up there either. So it's going to have to bring it down further south to make it.
That's right. Santa
where
Clarita
people
is
wanna
no
go there.
man's land. I mean, it is a place and it is a city, but it's in between stuff. But it's for if you can drive, you can get to Santa Clara in 1 hour from LA. That's okay. But still,
Yeah.
that's
They
Santa
probably aren't
Clarita.
going to do it.
Yeah, add another
Yeah,
2
they're still
hours
probably
and
not
you're
gonna do
you're
it.
up in the bushes in Santa Paula. And again, I know it's like why do they talk about this incessantly? Because we know what the driver and carrier is going to physically go through to find this car. And that's just to find it. Then he gets there and then there's Cujo and it's craziness.
It's loaded with basketballs.
Yeah, there's
Anyways.
a tree growing out of it. Yeah, exactly. It's loaded with basketballs. Oh, it's funny. We've seen that one.
Okay, so same thing. Well, here's a Bakersfield to Santa Rosa. If you're going up north, you're going to go through there, but Santa Rosa, nobody likes to go to either.
No, they don't.
What else we got here? Here's 2 going up to Napa, which I think is out.
And
in
honestly,
DFW
that
as well, but look
Bakersfield
how-
to Santa
how
Rosa,
big.
you're going to earn your money on that run. That one's going to,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Of course, I would know that.
40 feet,
Ooh.
less than 30,000 pounds between the both? What the hell? What is
2
on this
medium
thing?
duty cab chassis.
Okay,
So-
well, that's
so-
probably needed a step deck or something.
Is that the way those that's a semi cab chassis, right?
It has to be.
That's
Ain't
not
it can't be a Chevy.
that's weird.
Not to weigh 30,000 pounds.
That's really
Unless
weird.
it's got a crane on it.
So now you got
Probably
to
got a
call them
crane.
and find out what's going on. Yeah, there's something
Yeah.
else. There's something going on. I mean,
probably
but I
got a
appreciate the extra information so that we know, right? I mean, that's helpful.
Yeah.
Because if we thought it
I
was
would
just,
put on there the height.
if we thought it was a
too.
couple no bed Ford pickups or something, well, it's a Chevy, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. There's no
It's-
way
no,
that
it's
weighs
not.
that kind of weight with nothing else on it.
Those are
They
not-
have
those
tanks
are not
on them. They
Ram-
got something.
Those are not Ram 3500s. There's something else.
No. Let's see. We got.
Ram
So this is all
55,000.
in state.
Thank you.
Let's kind of look and see if there's anything that's not in state. Okay, there's one going to Boulder, Colorado for 72 cents a mile, which actually isn't bad. I'm kind of surprised. Here's one, 1150 going to Colorado Springs for, oh look, Jay, your favorite thing. Look, actual pickup.
Oh, we got one. Actual pickup,
And-
actual delivery. Jump right in and grab a mask because anything goes. It's auto transport.
93401. And that's nowhere near LA. Just so everybody's clear. Nowhere near that. There it is.
No, San Luis Obispo is not
100
Los Angeles. That is correct. San
Yeah.
Luis
And it's
Obispo
on the coast.
is not Los Angeles. I've been to
Yeah.
both, not anywhere near each other. Nope.
Yeah.
That's going to
On
be a
top of it,
nope.
most people don't even like to drive up there
No, and that's not even
on the coast.
no.
Yeah,
Now, here's the thing.
that's not going to happen.
Here's the thing. Here's my caveat. I said if it pays well, I can deal with it. That rate's
Right.
not bad, but I want more
Right.
money.
Oh yeah.
I do. I want
Well,
more
on top
money.
of it, this isn't. When they do this, what irritates me is this is really not what you're getting per mile. I
No.
mean, this
Yeah,
is
that's
all
right.
fake.
Go ahead and calculate. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and play.
So
What's the real
1085.
cents per mile?
189. So it's 1,274 miles. Divided by 9.
Right now, there's a couple of people in the audience like,
So 90 cents a mile is what it's paying in reality. Now,
what is it? 90 what?
90 cents a mile is
I
what
still
it
want.
really
I
is
want
paying.
more. I want more. I know
I
my
do
driver
too.
wants more.
Yeah.
Throw me 200
Yeah.
bucks for driving to San Luis Obispo, and
Yeah.
actually, I don't even know if that's enough.
You figure 189 miles is what, 4 hours, 3 hours? You eat up so much ELD time unless you're actually up there.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's worth doing.
I don't either. In
True.
fact, let's go to the map. Go to the map again and show San Luis Obispo, because I'm going to think on the other side. Let's think like the broker and the shipper. What's it really going to take to move this vehicle? Zoom out a bit for me. Where in the world could be somebody be coming from? Because it's going to Colorado Springs, right?
Right.
How
let's
about
do
this?
that.
If
Hold on.
you're searching San Francisco, would you drive? If you're in San Francisco,
Would you do that?
Would you take the south route to Colorado, or would you go across through Salt Lake City? This move is a problem.
Well, look. This is what it's showing you.
I think
okay,
the
so if you were
shipper.
in
I
LA,
think the shipper didn't. I think the quote to the shipper is not high enough.
no, because look, see, if you were in LA and you went to this and you went to Colorado Springs, look where you're going through. You're going to go through Grand Junction. You don't want to go. This is all mountains. This is all mountains all the way there. Who's going to do that?
And that's
you're
thing is
going
you're
to
going to
go.
go through. You're going to go through Vegas.
Yeah. Well, and you wouldn't. I mean, Vegas is fine. It's the rest of this that's going to be bad because you're going to go through parts of Utah that's all mountains. Then you're going to hit Grand Junction. You're going to go through all of that. So your best bet is either you come down from the bottom side. So you would backtrack going this way. Let me see. Can I move my? There we go. We go that way with it. That's 1,536 miles now.
See,
Or
and
if
that's
you-
exactly. See that exactly. Is that? Yeah.
Here's your
'Cause-
top side. I'm trying to get it to move up there.
This is a
Come on.
1,500-mile move. This is not a 1,000-mile
minimum.
move. Yeah.
No.
The shipper.
Okay.
What kind of vehicle is it?
What was it? It's a Camry, so it's not a
What
big
year?
car, but
What-
still.
What year is it?
2012. So it's not a big one.
I just want to make sure you
I tell them to drive it.
Because they probably are not going to want to pay this.
No, they're never going to pay as much as it needs to pay. Nope.
No,
Mm-mm.
because really, and you still got to pick up more cars. So depending on how big of a car hauler you are, which probably is going to be a 810, is what I'm guessing. I don't even know. I'm trying to
Yeah,
get this to go.
I'd find a
I'll-
family
no.
member that likes the road. Take
Shit.
the route to Albuquerque up to Colorado Springs. That's what you need to do. Because I don't think you're going to find a car hauler. If you do find a car hauler to take this, I don't think you're going to be
They're gonna
100%
want money.
happy with the way they did it. Because they're just
Well, and it's yeah.
filling a spot and they are not going to care. Now maybe
Well, and
because it's a 2012 Camry, maybe it doesn't matter, but man, it gets
Well,
real on
and-
Auto Transport Intel.
And the thing about it is too, I mean, okay, so say you get more of these vehicles going this way, you're either going to pick them up. I bet we don't find any.
I can't imagine
You're
there's
either
a
gonna
car on
want-
this route.
Right.
Actually,
you're
let's
gonna
do
either have
that.
to pick up stuff. Let's look and see what it
yeah,
comes up.
let's
Yeah.
let's do
Let's do
50
that.
miles around San Luis Obispo to 50 miles
No, I think
around.
we should do.
What do you want to do?
Let's do this instead. I want to do just California to Colorado and see what comes up,
Okay.
and that way we can see what's really on this board.
Hey, what's up, Fast Eddie Transport joining Lucky Loads Thursday. That's right, because we roll the dice, and if
Yeah.
rolling the dice goes well, we shake up the martinis. That's right here on Auto Transport Intel Dispatching Live.
Okay, so there's 93 loads out of California going to Denver. Okay, so look, if you were, so here you got one right here in LA. Say you were in LA. So you got the Boulder one. You could hit Hayward with that San Luis. Okay, there's another one.
I know, but you're adding so many
These are not
miles
paying grade,
now,
just so everybody
which
knows.
is a
So,
ton of time
yeah,
in California.
we're talking like this doesn't even make any sense.
No.
Oh, guess what? Why do they have? Okay, so that's the same car.
Yeah.
We have one in South San Francisco, which nobody's going to go to, so I'm not even clicking that. So,
See, and then where did they get
um,
1,200 miles for San Luis Obispo to Colorado Springs? Is that through the peaks of the Rockies? That's how you get 1,200 miles?
yeah, I bet.
Nobody's going to
It's
drive that.
see what most of the time, like if you do, like if you're going to do compare. So let's just do it here. Look, see, this is where they're getting. This is how they got their figures. Just so you
Good
know.
afternoon, Rob Stevenson.
Yeah. So they're using their compare button, but they didn't actually run this to see how somebody would actually drive it to get there. And that's the problem. They just see this amount of mileage.
Oh man,
they
no,
gave
not
them a
the
quote.
compare button.
Yeah, that's how they had to have
Do you
done
know
it.
what? I found the compare button.
All right. Hold on, let me keep going here just a second. All right, here's another one in Anaheim. I mean, you're better off just picking everything up down in LA.
Yeah,
if you're in LA, to be
exactly. And
honest with you.
that's what's so funny. Exactly. If you start to chase the rabbit down the hole of trying to make
Uh-huh.
this load work, you're going to find
Yeah.
a better route.
Yeah. This stuff is so spread out. Or they're double brokered, or they're like, there's another actual delivery. Okay, so anyways, skip the Gunnison one. I don't even know where that's at.
Dude,
I have a
exactly.
feeling that's
Hellcat
in
is. He's like mountain driving. You'd be literally like, your driver's like,
Yeah.
freaking Camry. Freaking
Yes.
Camry.
You're so right. Oh my God. Anyways, so okay, so look, we have more on here. I'm waiting to see this double brokered or triple brokered here. I'm really surprised we haven't seen it yet. It's gonna happen
Oh
because it's
no,
nothing
you're
new.
right. You're totally right. Because the shipper's dialing for dollars right now. They're
Uh-huh.
like, they're on their rotary. I'm gonna find me a freaking. Get me a.
I have a story. Listen, yesterday we took this 2-pack. It was in Texas, going to Texas, and we called the lady. We verify it, tell her we're picking them up, and she's like, "Who are you?" Because I keep getting phone calls from all these different transporters wanting to pick up my car. And one of the new girls was talking to her and she didn't know what to tell her. And I said, it's because she must have asked for a quote online. And they're all just killing her with phone calls saying, we can do it for this price. We can do it for this price. But that's the problem. Nobody understands that's what happens. This is how this goes on. They go online and put in the little search engine what they're looking for. And next thing you know, it's ding, 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 ding. And they're getting quotes from everybody and then claiming they've got a driver here and a driver there and all this other stuff. I wish that the regular person could be educated more about how we do this, but you and I both know that doesn't happen unless they've had a car hauled for them before. Most of the people I meet out in the world, when I tell them what I do, they're like, what's that? What do you mean? I'm like, do you see the people that get the cars brought into the dealerships with the 10 car haulers? Yeah. I said, we do something like that, but on a smaller level. Then it kind of makes them understand. The problem is brokers do not explain to the average person how this process even works. That we're going to do a bill of lading on pickup. We're going to do a bill of lading on delivery so that you can make sure your car's not damaged. They don't explain any of that to them. Half the time, they don't even explain to them how they're supposed to pay us. So it's that's just a regular thing. And as transporters, a lot of times, or as dispatchers, I'll say that, we have to explain to them how this works if it's a residence on a regular basis. We have to explain, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and then we need you to pay us when we get there. Kind of.
And I'm gonna, and so to add, as an addendum to that, which is true, it's all true, is that while there are brokers that will explain it to the resident shippers,
Yes.
a lot of those resident shippers, they
Yeah.
don't want to hear it because it doesn't match what they thought
No.
was reality. And we all know how the world works
Sure.
now, especially God now, that if you talk to somebody that doesn't believe what you believe, they literally stop talking or whatever they do, and then they'll find somebody that will tell them what they want to hear. And since I can, click a button and buy stuff, and then the company will deliver it the next day and like install it for me, and I can just nap while everything happens. When it comes to auto transport and you tell a shipper it ain't like that, they don't want to hear it. They're going to find somebody else that'll tell them what they want to hear. They want to hear guarantee, and they want to hear easy peasy, and they want to hear right away, and they want to hear cheapest load, and they want to hear best in the universe company and all this crap.
Yep.
And if you happen to get through all those hurdles, then you've got other problems like illegal dispatcher or carriers that lie. My God, this is Lucha Libre Auto Transport. It's insane. I can't believe any cars get moved ever, actually. Okay, that's a lie. I can believe some cars get moved. But I can't believe, I assume some cars just kind of fall off the list. Like, there was so much rigmarole that somebody said, fine, I'm not going to move the Camry. I don't care anymore. Does that happen? Do we know? Did we lose Sue? I think we lost Sue. And I put right.
Sorry.
Oh,
I'm
there
here.
she is. She's
I'm
on her
listening to
mute.
you. I just muted you while I was talking.
Do you think that some people... Is there a percentage of car shippers out there that just give up? They're like, fine, I'm not going to move it. I'm just going to let it rust into the earth because I can't do this any longer.
Well, probably. And sometimes I think you have people that don't even understand there's people that do this. So they don't know what to do. I mean...
But I don't believe that everything that gets listed on the load board actually gets moved. I believe there's a percentage of loads that they either just drive it themselves or...
Yes.
Right?
I agree.
There has to be. I would love to know what that... We're never going to know. Is it 10%?
No, we would never know.
It could be because of all the triple, quadruple posted loads. Here's another thing I want to say. Because of this stuff, too. All these stupid videos telling drivers they're going to get rich, telling brokers they're going to get rich. Just jump right in and get rich, and you can start making money today or tomorrow or last night or whatever without any real sense of what this is. It's absolutely crazy. It's the craziest thing ever.
Yeah,
That's why we have Dispatching Live to talk about it.
True.
Okay.
Oh, look, Rob says that a lot of Colorado is closed because of mudslides on 70.
Well, I know. I would love to hear the phone conversation of a broker trying to tell a shipper that. Well, then build another road. What good are you? What is this?
Or if there's a hurricane in Florida, like we just had.
Yeah.
Why is my car not moving?
There's a hurricane in Florida. Move my car. I heard what you said. God, I'm tired of this. I just wish everything was like Amazon. Let's see here. We have... this is a perfect time, actually, to mention. I don't think I have the... Yeah. But I told this guy to tune into the show. I got an email.
Okay.
Hey, Jay, what would you offer to help individuals that want to create and build a business as a high-quality dispatcher in the industry? Here's the kicker. I'm completely unfamiliar with the industry, but I do want to provide a business to local hotshot haulers as a dispatcher. Sue?
They sent you an email like that?
Yes, again, they said that they want to be a high-quality dispatcher, but they're unfamiliar with the industry. What kind of... But that's the thing. So
there's a lot of training.
Where do people... That's why I meant that show. Where do you get that idea? Where did you get this idea? Now, it's not that you can't provide service and add value. You can.
Right.
But what makes you think there's a pathway to that? Other than...
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I think our show has brought a lot of dispatchers to the surface, shall we say, or come up out of the woodwork. Because I've noticed so I get emails all the time from my drivers because they come to me for loads and stuff. So I constantly get emails from dispatch companies, please sign up with us, blah, 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 blah. And it's been happening since we started the show more and more and more. And also because I'm a broker, I get texts from people all the time, and I know it's a dispatcher because they don't know what the hell they're doing. I literally, okay, this is the craziest stuff. I will get a text that says, hi. That's what hi. I'm like,
Really?
how are you doing?
Hi.
Yeah, that's what they say. Hi. I got one just 5 minutes ago. It says, hi. I'm like, how can I help you? Oh, well, I want this load. I'm like, okay.
I want this load.
Most people like, yeah, never give me a load ID. Just say it's like a Honda Accord. I'm like, there should be a load ID.
That's like, because I've read,
so I can help you because I have more than one.
I've gotten that message. Hi, happy load, send over carrier now, or whatever. Like, what?
Yes, 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 yes. I get that a lot. And the funny part is, I got one the other day, and I keep all my texts. I don't know if everybody else does, but I do. And in 2017, this guy had asked me for a load. He was super nasty, rude. I told him never to contact me again. This isn't how you behave if you want a load, you know? So he sends me this, and I never got the name of his company. So I couldn't just, because usually I have to get the company name and then I block them. So anyway, so I'm like, so what's your company name? And are you a dispatcher or are you a driver? So it takes me 2 days to finally get an answer, by the way. And he finally says that he is a transporter driver, or I mean, a dispatcher driver, which you and I both know that's not really how that goes. So I said, well, if you look at your text from in 2017, I told you not to contact me again. And he literally says to me, I'm a new person for this same company. I've never asked you for this load. I said, well, it's awfully funny that you have my number texted for a load. So if you were never a transporter and this is a new phone number, I don't think that's even possible. So people do this stuff all the time. You see what I'm saying?
This is the craziest industry. I mean, really, like, that's why when I say to people, have you ever considered the thought that what you thought shady car dealers were in the 1970s is auto transport in 2021?
Yeah.
This industry is 50 years behind regular society. That's effed, man.
Yeah.
That is crazy. And in fact, it's so crazy. You know what time it is?
It's Larry time.
It is Larry time. All right, so I am going to, because I promised everybody it'll be at 1 o'clock. Oh, man, we got some more. And we got some. You want to stick around after the car shipping guru, because we got some more. Got a couple more things that I want to make sure I hit. I want to ask Sue, you can't say it now, but I want to ask you what a legit load is. I want to talk about the Tesla car shipping forum, and yeah, and I think there's a couple other things too. Okay, so here we go. Let's get. There's the Okay, so here we go. Here is. We do the questions on Tuesday nights. Okay. We do the questions on Tuesday, and I promise that on Thursdays at 1 o'clock we'll answer them. Again, questions. There's new questions every week, and that's Tuesday nights live at 8:30 Central. You get the answers on Thursdays at 1. Here we go. Harley Davidson's live wire is powered by, is it electricity? Is it gas? Is it diesel? Is it solar? What is live wire powered by?
I think they just came out with an electrical Harley Davidson because my husband just went and looked at it.
And I think the answer is electrical. So, anybody in the audience guessing on the power of the Harley Davidson? And I think the name gives it away too, but I like this one because it draws attention to.
Watch, it's probably solar or something weird.
I know, that's the thing. It could be solar, but I'm gonna go with electric. Here we go.
I am too.
Oh yeah, it is electric. Woo! All right.
Woo! 1 for 1.
By the way,
that one was easy. Give us a harder one.
I know. I'm never 5 for 5. I've never been 5 for 5.
We're going for 5 for 5 today.
What is the most appropriate carrier pay amount? to ship a 2020 Tesla Model X from Ashburn, Virginia to Blossom, Texas. 725, 930,
Shit, where the hell
1140,
is Blossom,
1395.
Texas at?
I know, that's the problem. No Googling.
I'm looking up.
Uh-oh, she's Googling.
I have to know where Blossom is. I can't even figure it out if I don't know.
Fair enough. Texas is so big, you can't really guess. And Ashburn,
Okay, so I'm going to tell you
that
where Blossom
southern?
is.
Yeah.
Blossom is northeast of Dallas, about 115 miles. There you go.
Okay, makes a difference.
All right, that'll help us a little bit. I'm going to say 9:30 to
Where's
11:40.
Ashburn?
It's one of the two.
Where's Ashburn?
Ashburn should be
Southwest?
south of Sterling, or I don't think it's as low as Richmond.
Right. Oh,
I think
okay.
I
It's
picked
Northern
up.
Virginia. I've also been
I
around
think so.
Virginia.
I swear it's over by.
Because you got 81
Sterling.
on the west side of Virginia. Basically, there's a few areas in Virginia. You got the Northern Virginia area around D.C.
It's
You
right
got
by Sterling.
East side Virginia Beach, and then you got southwest.
It's right next to Sterling, Virginia.
Which is Northern Virginia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All
so
right.
by
So
Odessa, if anybody knows Sterling.
So Northern Virginia to Dallas, ish.
I'm gonna say 11:40.
Yeah, I like that. It's a sedan. It's new.
And it's heavy.
The 2025 will probably drive itself. So here we go. 1140 is a guess. Oh, Rob's got 1395. Alejo's got 1395. And this is Larry. Alexa, open Quotify. This is Larry, the Quotify Llama. Visit transportautoquoter.com. He knows his stuff. He knows what it takes to get it moved. Plus, it's September. I'm going to go with 1140. Oh, yeah! Woo!
All right, that's 2.
That is 2 for 2. Wow. Can you feel the pressure? Crickets. I need a crickets button. Okay. Blank was home to the first Ford dealership, which opened in 1903. San Francisco, Detroit, Toledo, or New York City. First Ford dealership. Now, I'm going to assume the first dealership was near the manufacturer, right?
Okay.
You would think.
I'm going to go with... I actually want to pick Toledo.
That's what I was thinking too for some reason. I don't know why.
But it's probably stinking Detroit.
They never got
Okay.
that. I sent you.
I know Rob is like, I wouldn't move it from. See, the thing is, that's what's so great is that. Oh, in Alejo, sadly, it will most likely be 9:30. I'm with you, Rob. I probably wouldn't take it, but again, this is the price point at which it goes. A good question would be, what is the most appropriate carrier rate of a 2012 Camry from San Luis Obispo to Colorado Springs? Huh? that would be a good one. So is it Toledo or Detroit?
I don't think it. Do you think it's Detroit? I think it's Toledo.
See, Rob says Toledo too. I'm going with Toledo. I don't know why. I just am. Oh my gosh! It's San Francisco.
Oh my God!
What? Must have been an entrepreneur.
That's crazy.
Oh, Alejo got San Francisco. Look at that. Well done, Alejo. Wow.
Wow.
What is the most appropriate carrier pay amount to ship a 2020 Chevy Bolt from Electric City, Washington to Powersville, Missouri? Now, I think we looked at this one. Powersville isn't that near Columbia? And Electric City, I don't know where that is.
I've never heard of Electric City,
Is that
Washington
new?
either.
Is that? I bet that's new, right? Like you can get the street named after your company if you, I don't know, play Are You a Car Shipping Guru enough? Something like that. Mike, check 1 2. We're okay. Check. Here, let's just double check this audio. Mike, check. Oh yeah, we're a little bit high. Check.
If it's
Mike.
anywhere in Washington going to Missouri, I would think it's got to be the 1550. And by the way, Electric City is nowhere near Seattle. It is in BFE.
All right, 1550. It has to be.
It has to be.
Right,
it's way up north.
Oh yeah,
northeast.
Okay,
like almost to the border.
Of
Canada.
Rob said, Rob made his own. Rob went with choice E, 1903. He's filling in his own test answers. Okay, well here we go. I'm going to go with 1550. Anybody? What are you doing, Sue? 1550?
1550. It has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Got 3 so far today. Sweet.
I know. Oh, I'm so bummed I didn't get the dealership. What is a BEV? Oh man, I would have been 5 for 5 if I got in the dealership. Back engine vehicle, battery electric vehicle, braking engine vehicle, broadband electric vehicle, or beverage. If you're watching Dispatching Live, I think I know what BEV stands for.
It's a beverage.
It's a beverage. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and reveal and applause. It's battery electric vehicle. Thank you so much for playing Are You a Car Shipping Guru? And thank you, Larry. Okay, it is now time. It is that special time. It is 1:11. It is time for... Oh, I got problems falling everywhere. These are real problems for real dispatchers. I'm good at what I do. If you don't agree, find better. Right? I mean, how often have you gotten in an argument with a driver, a carrier, or an owner, and you're like, you know what? I don't really want to argue about this anymore. I'm great. Good luck. Right?
Don't let the door hit you.
Yeah, I ain't making any money arguing with you all day. This is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
You know how to get... You've already got a Central Dispatch account. I know. I've been staring at it all day. Much longer than you have. Central showing 9/17/1070. Okay, so we did that. All right, so now, and she's doing business. I do want to say this. I'm going to bring this up. What? Oh. All right. Did you guys know that there's a Tesla forum for, I guess it's buyers that don't know where their car is? And I like it because it shows how hard it is to know what's going on with all these logistics. And in fact, what's interesting is the 2 comments here are both by people in London. And they're like, you know, going through the pain of logistics. Whereas it seems like a lot of times the shippers we deal with that come through the load board assume that they just snap their fingers and they got a hair appointment and a car and a pizza in the passenger seat with the toppings that they chose, that they found online and clicked on the buttons. They click, got my car, and life is good, and it was almost free, and, you know, all this stuff. Have you seen this Tesla forum for people that this guy says, I've resigned myself to the fact I won't be getting my car when I was told it's going to be at least a few weeks after that. That's way better than believing whatever guarantee or promise you were given when you clicked a button and paid like 30 cents a mile. Bravo. At least we're closer to reality. I like that. Yeah. I like reality when it comes to logistics. Sue, do you like reality when it comes to logistics?
Yeah.
Why?
I would rather deal with that than be told something just blowing smoke up me. So you know what I mean? Because that's what they do. I think this is going on with not just Teslas with every car out there right now, to be honest with you, if you're ordering something. Like, how many chips are they missing out of all the cars that they shipped anyways and stuff like that?
Ooh. You know what? I love what you just said. I was wondering where to play this video, and you just nailed it. Watch this. Ty sent me this. All right, let me bring it over. This is one weird video. Let me make sure you can see it. Okay. All right. This was made yesterday. And let me share the sound, and here we go.
Okay, guys, it's 3:25 on Wednesday, August 18th, 2021. I'm here in Lawrenceburg. I've talked to some locals, and this is the old Murray plant. If you remember, years ago, Murray used to make lawnmowers and bicycles, and all those jobs have been shipped to China. I've been talking to some locals here, and they say these cars have been parked here for months now. If you zoom in, we can zoom in here, guys. The cars go on for quite some distance. They're parked. There's weeds growing up in between the cars. They're stacked up here behind the Murray plant in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Last night I was in Bristol, and I thought, that it was Bristol where all the F-150s were. Apparently it was Kentucky. A lot of us are trying to keep what was happening. But here we are in Lawrenceburg, and guys, you can see these cars just parked. They're not moving, and it's secured, by the way. You can't get in here. This gate's locked. There's security up at the booth here. But this is what it looks like. These are Cadillacs, GMCs, all sorts of vehicles, brand new, just sitting here parked, weeds growing up in between them. This is what America looks like now. This is Lawrenceburg, Tennessee today, Wednesday, August 18th in the mid-afternoon. So that's the latest, guys.
Okay. Did you see that video? I know you've got stuff going on in the office. Did you see that video, Sue?
Yes, I watched it. We were actually, me and Jen were watching it. Jen's from Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, so
Oh, wow.
she wanted to see it.
Well,
That's where hubby's from.
and you can take your screen back whenever you're ready, Sue. So what is going on? Are these vehicles that need chips and they've been parked? But he says there's weeds growing up. What is going on in this video?
That's what I would assume. Is that I can't share the screen, but I would assume that's what's going on. Those may be chip cars or something.
Now, and this is what makes this such an experiment. We're speculating. He's speculating. We're all speculating about what's going on. But the reason we're speculating is because we feel like there's something wrong with the marketplace.
Right.
And when we don't get told about everything that's going on, we tend to speculate, which applies to other areas of social speculation. Right. But the thing is that I don't know. Here's one theory. One theory is that there isn't, because we do know there's this major vehicle shortage, which is driving up the prices of used vehicles. I don't believe there is a global conspiracy that chip shortage is fake. I'm not going there. But,
no, I don't think so either.
No, I don't. But I was telling Ty, much like with fuel prices, when you wonder why fuel goes up, you can find stories like, oh, there was another refinery fire, or another pipe burst, or and you start to, after a while, you wonder, is there somebody at a company somewhere spinning a wheel like, yeah, what's the excuse of the day why the fuel went up, right? Yeah, no, today again it is it's refinery fire, everybody, and then they're all in the office like, yeah, refinery fire is what it is. Are we there with what is going on? Because it affects auto transport. In fact, I'm going to go and say this. This is where the shipper could wonder when they talk to a broker and the broker says, oh, yeah, no, it's another road closure. Yeah, it's a road closure. Well, the thing is, it actually is a road closure. It's on the news. I-70 has a road closure. And by the way, if you drive a 9 car through the mountains to haul a 2012 Camry, you're probably not going to make any money. And we can't afford to not make money forever because this really isn't like a charity. It's a business. So there's that.
Right. This is a business.
So wait, what was the point?
The point was we were trying to figure out why. why there's no chips, why there's no cars.
Dave, well, yeah, well, and so that leads us to the video. David says you always got to eat before the show because Jay will make you hungry. Aleo says I tell customers at St. Pete's delivery 30 minutes or it's free. Yeah, that now.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, and
Yes.
I'll tell you. So I said this before. I'm probably gonna get a complaint on YouTube. Man, you play the applause button too much. I'm clicking off. So
Your damn ring-a-ding-a-ding.
and I want to. You know what? I don't want to forget legit loads. You said at the beginning of the show something about legit loads because I want to clarify this in case there's any executives watching, you know, and they're already like opening their briefcase and we found 41,000 loads. You said they're not all legit. Sue, what are legit loads?
So when I say not legit, let's go from that direction first. You have a lot of double brokers on there. So usually double brokering of loads is usually those loads are not legit. Somebody's already picked that up and left a long time ago. And then you got all these weirdos fighting for it. So they're listening for different prices. That's part of it. Then you have the ones that listed on there, don't know if it's an actual legit load. And then you call them for the load and then they say, well, let me call my customer. I'll call you back. And then you never hear from them again, and then they take it off of Central. That's not a legit load either. So you got to figure there's a percentage of these loads in there that are not legit loads when we're looking at this 41,000 loads. Let's say 1,000 of them are probably not legit. Let's just be honest there. I'm probably undercutting that a little bit. I bet it's more than that, but it happens all day, every day. You constantly call for loads. You think you've got a load and you get the load. You call the customer and they're like, oh, I canceled that 5 days ago. So there's those kind of loads too. That happens every single day. So that's why I always say when you're like, if you're booking loads and you've got your gold bar load, that's the one you want to make sure not only do you get it, you verify it, and then you probably take your other loads after that. Because if you're basing that load off of that gold bar load and it's not a legit load, you're screwed if you took those other loads to go with it. Because then you're going to be trying to make it up. And if you got a gold bar car and you took 50-cent cars on the other end of it, you're never going to find another gold bar car. That's just my opinion of the matter, but that's usually how it works.
Oh, yeah. Hey, dude, no way. I just found 3 white Camaros from the exact same zip code to the exact same zip code. It's amazing. Oh, it's... Oh.
Yes. And there's an example. There were 3 Camaros listed. It was all the same Camaro. So... and Sue stole it out from underneath somebody and went and picked it up.
Yeah, and oh, right, exactly. Hey.
Hey.
That's interesting. I think it's the Camaro.
Yeah.
We said that we would do. We have a special. I'm trying to find a. This might be the right. Oh, you can't hear that. Here, let's do this. Let's try this again. We got a new segment. It's really not very loud. We have a new segment called The Daily Douche. Now, since we're at the end of the show, and we'll try to remember to do this weekly, who is the Daily Douche on this one? On this Dispatching Live, who is it? What? Not. I don't want the name of the company. I want who throughout this show did we talk about in general terms that would earn the award for today's Douche of the Day? Who gets the Douche of the Day award? Because we think all the stupid things we talked about in the last 85 minutes. There was some really dumb things, such as I know it's hard to remember, right? Because it all moves so fast. There are the companies that stole the vehicles. Those are that's pretty douchey.
Right.
There's the
Right.
there's the company that gave you late
I have
payment
one.
and avoided a negative rating.
Right.
That is pretty douchey. Yeah.
Right.
What's the douche of the day award? Who's it go to?
The douche of the day is the one you haven't shown. The email from, okay, so I had a driver break down and they picked up, so we made it available for them to pick up the vehicles and move them only 260 miles. We had driven them from Denver to Knoxville, Tennessee. We were only short 260 miles. We were supposed to get paid $1,900. They only paid us $500 and told us that they took $900 to the driver to move it 260 miles, 2 trucks, by the way. They gave $200 to their dispatcher to do our job, is what they said. You should show them that email because it's a really pissy one. And that we could either take $500 or we could basically stick it. That's the douche of the day. But I can't tell you who he is.
Okay, on its face, as I read the email, and I can't show the email because I didn't prepare it. But I'm gonna rule in favor of douche of the day. But I do want to ask this: in the email, he said that the vehicles were like 2 weeks late. I think.
Yeah, we were broke down. We were broke down for 2 weeks, but we kept in contact with them every single day.
And that's my question: is that how were they 2 weeks late? Did it take 2 weeks?
No. Okay, so we were broke down. They could,
Right.
of course, there's no parts, as we all know. There's no parts anywhere. So we had to wait for 2 weeks to get the parts to come in. But we let them come and pick up these vehicles so that they could move them to their customer. So technically, they weren't even 2 weeks late. But and we all know by fact that you have 30 days to deliver a vehicle by law. Okay, so them taking all of that money was a bunch of bullshit, basically. We did almost the whole job. We were only 260 miles short. Like my driver said, if they were going to pull some kind of crap like that, first off, we wouldn't have given them the damn keys. Secondly, he said I would have rented a freaking Uber and gone back and forth or rented a car and drove those things there if they were going to screw us like that, because that was a total screw over. Here's my question for everybody. Can I file against their broker bond? Because I think I can. And even if I can't get any money out of the broker bond, it'll still cause them chaos, and I kind of like it.
Well, and I tell you what, because you'll probably, I mean, how often do you haul for the douche of the day?
For this company,
Yeah.
I've hauled for them twice. They do not put a lot of loads on the board.
Okay.
He thinks his shit don't stink, and
No,
I
he
want
clearly
to
does.
cause chaos.
I read
for him.
the
Let's
email
put it that
because
way.
it did.
Yeah.
The email said, "Take 500 or not, I don't care." Right?
Yep.
Isn't that what it said?
That's
So
what it said. Yeah.
I would take the 500. Well,
I'm gonna wait till I get the 500. Okay.
right, exactly.
But then
Take the
I'm going
500
to
and then
contact his broker bond.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is that, and one of the I think what's so douchey about the email is he is telling you you're gonna do what I say, and that's not how
Yes.
business works. Exactly.
Right.
Even though this
Right.
is auto transport, you know, and we throw on a mask and jump right in, that's the thing. We don't have a whole lot of those industries left, which is ironic when we talk
Right.
about making America great again.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. I'm with you. I want it to be great too. I really, really do.
Right.
It's just that,
Right.
what does that mean exactly? Because some things are better than they were. Not everything. Right now,
Everything,
man,
yeah.
Jay, now you've really been canceled. But if we were to make auto transport great again, holy cow.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know what that would even mean.
Yeah.
I think what it would mean is, well, if you made auto transport great again, it would mean that the shelves are full of cars like they were, right? Because right now, we don't know. That's why I ran that video. What is going on? Is there a refinery fire? Is there a chip shortage? I don't know. But there's definitely not as many cars
Right.
as there was before. And so if you were going to make auto transport great again, there would be cars coming out of everybody's ears. That's why I always used to wonder,
Right.
and now I guess I got the answer. I was telling Ty this, you know, if you drive around and you see all the dealerships in America, which is like 10,000 plus dealerships across the country, stuffed with cars, you know, like 10 years ago, like I always thought, wow, really? How do we even buy that many cars a year? Have you ever wondered that?
I know, it's crazy.
I mean, there's so many freaking
I was thinking about it the other night.
And now there's this like car shortage where like I was watching another video and this dealer was telling a customer you can't get the Escalade you want. We have one Escalade. It's way more expensive than normal. Take it or leave it. And I'm like, man, is there a whole sector of society I'm not aware about that just has as much money as they want and just buys cars like it's soda in a vending machine? Huh, vending machine. What is going on? I really don't know. But I do know this, that it's 1:30 and we made it. We had lots of fun, incredible rhetoric, wild opinions, and so many good times. I want to thank everybody so much. Sue, thank you. Thank you all in the live chat.
No
If you missed this show, please do share it. Please do, and we mean it. Sue, let's finish up with if you got a central dispatch, what? Suggestion, complaint, idea.
Yes.
What do you do?
Send it to them or send it, either go on there and do to contact us, go to suggestions, or when, like we're talking about, when you're in the new search and you press old search and it says, why don't you like us? Give it to them. Tell them. They're never going to know unless we all complain. And the more complaints they get, to me, that means they should be listening to us. We are paying their bills. I mean, honestly, transporters and brokers are paying Central Dispatch millions of dollars a year. So they should be listening to what we have to say and what we want.
And your email, so I put that. I again encourage people to submit their. And see, the pessimist in me. I mean, if you.
I know Jay doesn't think it'll work. I think it will.
That's the thing. I guess I got a screw loose. I'm a cynic, and and I just don't think anybody cares. I just don't. I think people are great at saying they care, but I don't know if they actually do. So prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. Please
Let's prove him wrong.
Yes, please do it. Submit your suggestions. Email Sue. And Sue, once again, thank you so very much.
No problem.
Thanks for tuning in to Dispatching Live. Oh, you know what? We won't be here next week. I'm going to be live at the IARA. I'm not going to be there, but I'm going to be doing live event coverage. So please join us again in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I just realized that, and so you got next week off. That'll be cool. Yeah, you're like, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've really got next week off, Jay.
This is kind of my reprieve for an hour and a half. So
I know. I was a dispatcher. And that's what's so funny. That's how painful dispatching is. I haven't dispatched in years, and I still wake up sweating, screaming.
Do you really?
No. But I mean, I can tap into it in a moment's notice, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Don't I sound like
all you have
a
to do is hear the
dispatcher?
Chaos in the background here, and you can tap into it.
Exactly. That's why I love the background. I love the background. And since I do love the background, I need everybody's help in the background. Say goodbye, Sue.
Everybody, goodbye, Sue.
All right, no, I just wanted
Thank you all so much. We'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.